Yeah, I'm Jack Gelman, and I currently am an executive in residence at the Luter School of Business at Christopher Newport University in Virginia. And I am also a founding partner of a strategic consultancy, aptly named Gelman and Associates, LLC. Well, just like hiring anybody for an internal job, fit is critical. If the CEO and the team can connect on an empathetic basis with the consultant, they're wasting their time and their money bringing in somebody who may have absolutely phenomenal credentials, but just marches to a different drummer than what is needed for that particular culture. Given the way I like to run an engagement, I think that they should look for somebody who has very well developed facilitation skills, who can move seamlessly around the room of folks in that C-suite and draw them out and get the one person who never says anything to really make a contribution, because that's sometimes where the magic really is. A good consultant cannot come in as the know-it-all who's going to simply deliver a sermon and everybody's got to march to it. A good consultant has got to be able to listen proactively and find out what the needs and wants are of the organization, as verbalized by the CEO and his key reports, and translate what he hears into the action plans that follow. In many organizations, in sales, turnover is high. Sometimes organizations find themselves losing the good people and keeping the poorer performers. And so the question is how to set up a culture and an incentive program that inspires stars to stay around. So on some of my sales planning engagements, much of the work is focused on creating that kind of a culture. The other thing that's interesting about salespeople, and I've carried a bag myself, so I can speak with some experience, is that salespeople, no matter how good they are always looking for a way to game the system. And so you'll see a wonderful plan that's written, and sure as heck, there'll be a couple of sales guys that'll figure out how to get a higher bonus, not because they perform better, but because they met the recs. And so one of the challenges of a Salesforce engagement is making sure that the incentive programs are appropriate. Salespeople are normally, not all of them, but in large part are extroverted personalities and tend to overpromise. Folks on the operations side are a little bit different than that. They tend to be generally more introverted, more conservative, more risk averse. And so, you talk about dealing with similarities. Well, you're dealing with people. That's the similarity, but these generally are people with two very different outlooks on life and risk and reward. When you sit down in a meeting and you've got sales leaders and operations leaders both in the same room, you can see those differences in terms of who speaks the most, usually the salespeople, who takes the most notes, usually operations people, who follows up on assignments most quickly, usually operations people, who shoots from the hip most, usually salespeople. And you have to, as a consultant, I think, adopt your style to those differences. The most common mistake that many clients make is the assumption that the sales folks and the operations folks think the same way that they do. But the biggest mistake really is the assumption that everybody is on the same bus, going in the same direction. When they look at McKinsey, the more sophisticated clients know full well that they're going to get a bunch of very bright, talented people, but the folks doing the heavy lifting, have wonderful MBAs from fancy schools, but have no firsthand experience or little firsthand experience in the actual realities of trying to run a business and grow a business profitably. So they come to folks like me because they are buying the wisdom of experience.